Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I recorded something on my phone yesterday and I just noticed that the sound and the image was not really good. So we're doing a do-over today on January, no, not even January 1st. We're the 30th of December 2025 when I record this, but the message will arrive in your life whenever that's the best time for you. So come, I hope your beautiful holiday season is going very well. I know a lot of us have many things to do. On my end, not so much. I am on a very remote space of area of Vancouver Island at this time, and I don't have a lot of people around me, but I have nature, which has been so supportive of me rejuvenating and healing even deeper layers. Yeah, we never end healing layers of our souls, do we? So, yeah, it's been quite an intense year for me, at least. I don't know how it's been for you. I would love to hear in the comments how you've been doing, how this year is ending for you. I know for me, even though it's been a bit emotional by time to think about, the people I don't have are close to me during this period of time where most people are close to family, most people have lots of things going on. What has actually transpired is me being able to at least breathe and give myself the space to feel the feelings, even if they were not always super exciting to feel, and also invite more of the vision, what I envision for myself in 2026 and moving forward. I think it's been a transformational year, at least for me. I can definitely say that. This year started very chaotically for me with lots of noise, lots of things happening that were outside of my control, bringing me into a state of hypervigilance. And that's why I chose to be in such a remote place. My nervous system was overactivated for half of the year. So when arrived here at this very specific point of the island on in June 2025, it really helped me relax. I slept so much when I got here, and it just allowed me to peel off the layers. And it hasn't been, a walk in the park because there's not a lot of things to do around here. There's not a lot of people, so you're kind of alone with yourself a lot. I know for those that know about astrology, I'm in my progress moon in Cancer. So that's also like the nurturing and everything. My North Node is in Cancer. So I'm learning about caring for myself, not about just caring for others, because I'm really good at doing that outside of me. But my whole lifetime has been connecting more with what my needs are and how I can actually put myself into a position of tending to my needs, to my heart, and showing other people how to do that for themselves too. So today I want to share some reflections that I had over the last couple weeks. This Christmas time, as I said, it's very quiet for me and I have nobody around me, and it's been, yeah, a bit emotional by times, I'm not gonna lie. But also the quietness has given me more insight into my heart, into my soul, into what I really desire to align with and call in for the next part of my journey. So I hope that you're gonna be able today to take a time with me. At the end of this video, we're gonna have a meditation, and this meditation will invite you to calm your nervous system, to allow everything that isn't yours to be taken away from you so that you can go back to your center. That's usually the type of meditations that I do, and we're going to connect to a new path for ourselves. So it's always channeled. I use light language, so don't try to overthink whatever is going on during the meditation. Just allow yourself to really go deep and enjoy the frequency when we're going to get to this part. So the reflections that I have are really about a lot of the societal norms and pressure to be happy, to do a lot of cooking for other people, buying a lot of gifts, and being, our best self for that week between, the 24th to the 31st. It's like a lot of us are really busy. I know I used to be like that. I never had like such a big group of people all the time, but I had Christmas events for my workplaces. I had a Christmas event in my family or my partners, and I had other things with friends. So I remember times where I felt very overwhelmed and I used to be a people pleaser. So, my house would need to be super clean if I was the one inviting, and the food needed to be top notch. And I was so anxious that I was not really enjoying the moment. I remember preparing food and like stressing out about all of the pieces. And even my partners or my family members would be like, just sit down. Like, can you just relax? And it was hard. And there was that part of me that really had very high standards and how things should be happening in when I was inviting people over. Or even if I was going to somebody else's place, I always was the helper, which is, I think, is okay, right? It's a good thing to do. And now with reflection, because I've been alone for Christmas and New Year since 2019. So it's been quite a few years. I spent winters alone and Christmas and holidays alone. And the first few years when, I was away from my family were harder because things, my wounds were really open, and I decided to take a break from seeing family and really had a no contact for a few years with most of them. And that was hard because I tried to heal and I tried to connect with myself, but I also felt very guilty of not being there for them. Although when I was with them, I felt I couldn't heal. So it was just a balance, and that was a choice I made. And I know a lot of people don't understand that choice. And I guess I would summarize it into whatever you need to do to help yourself heal, it's okay for you. You don't need approval from people around you to do whatever is best for you. A lot of the time, we will just add on to, you know, continue seeing people, whether they're family members or friends or coworkers, whatever, just because they've always been in our life. But if when you connect with these people, you're feeling your energy leak, if you're feeling it's hard for you to set boundaries and hold them, you're feeling like your wounds keep being reopening, then your soul is telling you you need space to heal. And sometimes, or a lot of the time, I think for a lot of people I've been helping in the last few years, this healing, the deepest part of the healing, happens when we're alone, not with the distractions of other people's story, not with what other people think about our story or our life or the way that we live. I'm a very freedom seeking person, and I wanted to travel. I knew when I was a teenager I was going to travel. I just didn't know why it was so important, but the calling was there. And a lot of the times it helped me spread my wings and become the person I am now. But it also brought a lot of alone time. And it was not always without its upheavals and its, emotional baggage. When you stop being overly busy, like I was talking about the holidays, you connect to parts of yourself that if you continue being always busy, you don't connect to. And I think a lot of us stay busy because we don't want to feel, because it doesn't really feel good to connect to our shadows. Let's be honest. There's nobody that is like, yay, let's do shadow work, right? It's not something we really like to do, but it's so important because I know that each time I allow myself to be vulnerable with myself, I peel layers that will be helping people that I connect to, that will be helping my clients to be even more vulnerable with themselves. And I know it ripples out to my family and my ancestry, even if we're not so much in contact all the time. Now, I moved from no contact to contact sometimes. It's just, I'm taking my time with that. And I think there's a lot of misunderstanding why people would decide not to talk with their family. But again, I think my message today is whatever feels best for you, try to not share it with everyone and feel like you need to be guilty or feel guilty because of the choices you're making. If you're making them to heal your heart, I think that's the best choice for you then. And you'll see how things are going to evolve. There was a time where I was like, never again I will be speaking with them. And then at some point the calling came back, and then, I take it slow, but I allow myself to feel into it and just welcome whatever comes forward. So that was one of the messages. So if you're feeling overwhelmed with the standards you put for yourself for Christmas, I would really want this meditation to allow you to be in the now. Whenever you watch this video, doesn't matter if it's like January, March 2026, anytime, because this message could be important for you to listen. I really always know that when somebody listens to meditations that have been recorded, whenever they were recorded, there's a reason why, there's a frequency or a message in there that your soul wants you to synchronistically listen to. So yeah, so that's something that I feel is important. My wish for all of you that have been in my world, which I thank so much for allowing me to support you with astrology, to help you connect to your heart more through my one-on-one container, remember, or my healing sessions of any kind, inner child, womb healing, everything that I do, the lives that I've done in all of the groups and the places that I've shared my gifts. I really am grateful that you're welcoming my energies, and I always want to share from my heart space what I go through, because I know that authenticity in the spiritual community is not always there. And I really know my guides keep telling me that that's why I'm here. You know, I wrote my life story. It was not an easy thing to do, but I knew that in the words I was sharing with the world, and if you want to look into my book, you'll have my website below to check it out. That's what's happening. I know that my words can help other people heal. And it's not even about, the events that happen. It's about how I manage to be with myself, not run away from my issues, although I did that a long time. And at some point, stop drinking and being more conscious of how I was eating and the things that I was doing and the people that were around me and how much I would pour into everyone and then not even expecting anything back. And I was like, well, there's probably people that would pour into me as much as I pour into them. And me taking that time away, being very isolated in the last few years, hasn't been a walk in the park. It's been very difficult financially. It's been difficult emotionally, relationship wise, place of living wise, because I probably moved about 20 times in 4 years. But it allowed me to connect to a part that I didn't even know existed. There was a peace in my heart that when I craved so much to be able to find. I remember being younger and not being able to be alone at all. I needed to go out. I needed to go dancing. Not that I don't love dancing, 'cause I still do, but like I needed to be always busy. And I think at some point, life broke my heart open. That was in 2015. Read my book if you want the story. But that from that point on, it was like you can't put a lid on your emotions. You can't not say your truth anymore. You can't live a life that isn't yours anymore. You can't be inauthentically people pleasing and being always smiling when your heart is hurting. You have to be honest with who you are and authentically yourself now. And it was yeah, I was going to say it was a travel. It was a, yeah, very up and down roller coaster ride for me in the last 10 years. But, I remember being young and hoping that the environment I was in would be more supportive and calm. And now I have found that thing, that energy within myself. And I didn't even know that existed. And, I'm in my 40s, so I'm glad I did. I think some people go until they're 70, 80 before they even find this space. I'm very grateful for the gifts, for the spiritual connections, for everything that made me here, for the teachers I had, whether they were my family members, whether they were spiritual teachers, whether they were very wise friends I had along the way. And now I want for you to be able to find this garden inside of you where you feel whole, where you know you are safe. Because this not this world out there is not that easy to navigate. A lot of us are seeking to be busy, to drink, to take drugs or whatever because it's like it's easier to get those fast shift of internal state with a substance outside of us than actually connecting in. Because when you connect in, your shadows are going to come out. And those parts, they felt hurt. They felt unheard, unloved, unseen. And there's so many layers to those. Like, I know I'm not finished connecting to those parts of myself. And sometimes I'm getting like, oh my God, like how much more healing do I need? I know there's a meme out there saying like, the first part of the second half of your life is healing from the first the first half of your life, and I do believe that's true because that's been the case for me at least. And it's okay, right? We come to these pivotal points where our soul knocks at the door and is like, okay, enough pretending everything is okay when it's not, enough putting yourself last, enough not allowing yourself to shine fully. I have this tendency of putting myself small, even when I was younger. I speak here now, but you would have told my 12 years old self that I was going to be able to speak and be on YouTube and all these social media and being okay with that. I would not have believed you. Now I allow myself to express myself the way I do because I've healed so much around my throat chakra, because the way I speak is different than everybody else. I have Mercury in Pisces, for those that don't know that. So I talk with images, I talk with feelings. That's how I am. But for people that are super logical, it's like makes no sense for them. So I was surrounded of people like that. And for most of my life, and at some point taking that step back and going more into spirituality brought me into like it's okay to be the way I am. I don't have to fit a box, right? And that's what I want for all of you. I guess I'm sharing a lot about myself here, and I hope that in the words that I'm using, there's something that lights up into your heart, and that you recognize that you can be more fully yourself if you stop, if you feel the hard feelings, if you get support, and I'm here if you need anything, just to give a different perspective to yourself about what happened. It wasn't hard, it wasn't easy, I was gonna say, my life, but I'm grateful for where I am, and I don't hold grudge anymore, which I don't even think that I could have connected to that before. I think right now I'm just, I take what I can from the people around me and I give what I can to them. And it's like letting things unfold without having too much expectation. I think a lot of the times in our relationship, we can have lots of expectations, and that's when we feel like hurt because our expectations are not met. And what I learned with all of this healing is that I can't expect somebody to give to myself what I'm not giving to me. So if I want more love, I need to give it to myself. I can't expect a partner, a parent, a friend to pour into me what I can't even pour into myself, right? And yeah, that's it, lovely souls. I hope that makes sense. Please comment below before we start this meditation. Tell me how this sounds to you. Um, Let me pick a card for my Divine Heart Wisdom. I did the recording yesterday, as I was saying earlier, and I just decided to do it again more with the better equipment right now. So let's see which card. That's the deck I created today. Started with the image, the title, the little message, and then now I have over 120 pages of messages through that. Let me see. All right. So we have a different card than the one I picked yesterday, which is fine. Energies shift. So that's the card I have. I have to put it here so you see it. Earth energy recalibration. The earth element is a powerful healing energy that will calm your nervous system and bring you back into alignment. That's beautiful because that's exactly what I shared earlier. How beautiful is that? I'm just gonna show the card. Maybe the colors, the design will call something for you. Again, you can look at my website if you want to purchase those. So yeah, this card right now, if I channel onto it, is I think a lot of us are now ready to connect more deeply with the earth. Walked this morning with Suki, my beautiful dog, and I stopped and I touched a tree and I asked if it was okay to touch the tree, and I received a yes. Then I just placed my hand on it, and of course here it's not minus 25, so it's easier. But just standing by a tree and allowing it to like exchange energy with you will work, right? You don't really need to touch it if you can't. It's okay. But there's a lot of wisdom, healing frequencies, grounding frequencies. The earth is ancient. It has experienced the rise and the fall of many empires, the rise and the fall of many human races and generations. Um, and it holds the key to alignment and recalibration inside of us. So, anytime you step close to a river, a lake, the ocean, the water element comes in and it recalibrates the eons inside of you, which ions, I think you say in English, which are helping you to just shift your energy without doing anything, just by standing beside it. And when you are surrounded of the trees, they have made a lot of research, and the green and the trees and the grass and the flowers, they all have a frequency that activate healing within us. So we're going to call in this energy today in the meditation. If you feel like lighting up a candle, please do. If you want to bring a crystal, please do. I always love rose quartz for those. So I have a little heart of rose quartz and one in my hand. So whatever feels right to you, just bring that forward. And I will put a timestamp so that if you want to go back to the meditation and just see that little part, maybe 15, 20 minutes long, you'll be able to go there. Okay. So when you're ready, I ask you to close your eyes and start breathing in and out. Remembering that you're safe in this moment, allowing your beautiful heart space to bloom into a beautiful spiral of light. You can see the spiral of light coming from your heart, going around your rib cage, and then it's kind of going outside of you. This energy around you will allow you to anchor in more of your truth, more of the earth frequency that is surrounding us now. And if anything that you've absorbed, whether through the holidays, through gatherings, whenever you listen to this meditation, whatever happened lately, whether it was at work, whether it was with discussions you had with other people, or just the collective you've absorbed, things that were maybe not even yours, will be cleansing that so that you return to your truth. So breathe in and out, allowing yourself to feel at ease as we call in the most magnificent light from source. It will be pouring into us this magnificent frequency, and I want you to connect with whatever color you see that is being poured into the pillar of light that you are. This wave of light is coming closer and closer to your country, closer and closer to your state or your province, closer and closer to your city, closer and closer to your street and your house, and it will touch everything in your living space. It will cleanse your yard, it will cleanse your pet, it will cleanse every room inside of your home. Breathe. As we call in all of your guides, your higher self, and the beings of love that wants to support you in bringing back alignment within you, truth within you, peace within you. Breathe in and out. And as you connect to this energy, you sense and feel that the whole space in which you are sitting or laying down right now is filled with a different energy already. There's more quiet, there's more stillness, there's more peace that you can actually connect to right this moment. I want you to imagine that you're opening a door inside your heart, and this door will bring you, like you're gonna walk through that door, and it's going to bring you inside of a very special place for you. This is your rejuvenation space. You might see a room of light. You might see a magical forest. You might see a different plane altogether. Whatever you see is what your subconscious is bringing forward as a healing space for you. And if you can't see what I'm sharing, just know you are in this very sacred space for yourself at this moment. And as you breathe in and out and connect to this space, you're invited to lay down on the most magnificent crystalline bed. It's a bed made of crystals, and it has different rays of colors and energies. All of those energies are being chosen by your soul, your higher self, so that after you being in this space, laying on this beautiful crystalline energy, all of your energy bodies will feel recalibrated. So you breathe in again and out. And when you're ready, you can lay down on this bed, knowing that you have beautiful guides all around you. You might see someone you know from another lifetime, from this incarnation, or even somebody that has crossed over. You might see guides of yours, or you just might feel a frequency of love around you. To connect more to the love frequency, to remember what it's all about for us here on earth, I invite you now to think about whether an animal, a person that you deeply love, and let this feeling fill the whole of your heart, your whole chest. If you feel some tears coming up, it's okay, because love makes us open our heart and feel this sensitivity and this vulnerability coming up, which is the beauty of humans on earth. Breathe in, sense the love that you have for this person or this pet going inside of your belly, inside of all of your legs and arms, your feet and your fingers, your neck and your head, your hair, and sense that this frequency is exactly the same one as the guides around you and this bed that you're laying onto. So you are in this space where love is, and love is you. Love will heal your physical body. It will remove anything that is not aligned with the path that you will be walking forward into next in your mind, any beliefs, any worries, any thoughts. And it will also cleanse parts of your emotional body. Maybe things have been very up and down, chaotic this past year, and you're wanting to let go of grief, loss, anger, deception, or anything else that made you feel small, unseen, unloved, unheard. Let the energy of love around you calm all of your physical body, and send this energy in any part of your physical body that feels like it needs more alignment, more peace, more healing. And just know that the space you're in, the frequencies are being shared with you in this moment are very intelligent, and they will go everywhere you need so that you feel more safe, more aligned, more at peace. And I ask that the frequency also cleanse any energy that isn't yours, whether if it's from the collective, from family members or friends, from people around you, or just past stories that do not serve you anymore. Breathe in and out. And let this light language now support this frequency that will move from left to right, from your head to your toes, allowing the detachment of anything that doesn't serve you, bringing forward more light, more love, more expansion into the cells of your body, into your heart, into your blood, into all parts of who you are. Breathe in and out. Just feel that you can breathe out and that you can let go of any heaviness, any stress in this moment. Feel that you are being recalibrated, rejuvenated with an energy that is very ancient. This is the eternal flame of your soul that is coming back. Sense the fire energy entering through your crown, burning away anything that doesn't serve you in your mind, burning away anything you heard or saw that is maybe replaying in your mind, cleansing your ears and eyes, your mouth, your throat, cleansing any words you couldn't say, any words you received and got stuck there, cleansing your heart and your chest, your lungs, the air that you breathe. Breathe in and out. The fire of your soul is coming back to heal your digestive system so that you digest more easily the food, the situations, the circumstances in which you are now and in the future, allowing more ease within you, allowing your blood to feel more clean, to have more oxygen in it. Breathe, cleansing any heavy metals, any parasitic energy, any parasites energetically from your being. Cleansing with this fire anything in your shoulders, the weight of the world of or the weight of other people that you shouldn't be carrying, or the weight of ancestral beings before you. You don't have to hold on to what isn't yours anymore. Allow yourself to breathe. Let this fire of alchemy let go for you in your highest, most aligned energy, for the highest good of yourself and everyone that you touch. This alchemy is now happening. Let it happen in all of your being. It goes into your hips, removing anything that you've carried from the feminine or the masculine line, cleansing your legs, allowing more flow of energy and life force into the whole of your being so that you can move forward more easily, allowing the energy and the fire of your soul, alchemizing anything that blocked your way, removing obstacles, removing any shackles energetically around your ankles that might have felt like you were carrying weight you don't need anymore. Breathe in and out. Allow this fire now to completely feel the whole of your aura, touching your emotions. Any resentment, any frustration or anger is being cleansed. Any sadness, grief, and loss is being cleansed. Anything that you carry that doesn't serve your mental plane is also being cleansed. The thoughts, the patterns, and the beliefs. Allow more of this fire to expand out. And then it goes into your heart and stays like a beautiful, most magical candle in your heart. Breathe. And imagine now that as you're stepping outside of this beautiful, magical space where you have received healing, you are now ready to connect to a path in front of you. If you look back, you see everything you've gone through up till today, all of the obstacles you encountered, all of the people that supported you, and those that maybe were not very in alignment with you, all of the times where you felt sad, well, you felt angry, where things were not working out, and maybe even times of magic, times where things were magically happening in alignment synchronistically for you. And now the path in front of you is filled with support, just filled with the people that are soul aligned with you. It's filled with people that will pour into you as much as you pour into them. It's filled with loving energies, support from your guides, more light than you might have experienced in the past. Allow yourself to welcome this energy, welcoming more abundance, more prosperity, more love, more alignment, more peace. And know and seeing and knowing that you will experience obstacles by times and challenges because that's what it is to be on earth in this very polarized way of incarnating on a plane of existence that is the earth, but also see that you're maneuvering yourself through these challenges with more ease, more confidence, that when you stop trying to control and micromanage the universe, you are able to see that things unfold for you a lot more easily. So embark on this path of least resistance, allowing yourself to feel sad when you feel sad, to feel frustrated or like like things are not working out maybe, but seeing that there's always a light, there's always someone, there's always a magical thing happening when you least expect it. Embody this surrendering energy that is opening a new path for you today. Breathe in and out. Allow any images, any messages to come forward for you as I channel some light language to help anchor in this new path for you. Breathe in and out, allowing all of the beautiful energies you receive to be anchored in. Let your body do the magic. Let your soul guide the way. Let your higher self bring forward for you all the support materialistically. So, the material world, the support from the human perspective, and the money you need, the support at all levels moving forward. Your higher self is always there guiding you. Remember to trust the path and the higher plan that we often forget about as humans on earth. Breathe in and out. And I ask that all these energies These frequencies we received are anchored within you in the most aligned way. We thank our guides, our higher self, and all the beings of love that came forward to support us, the divine fire in you, this beautiful magical space you went to connect with inside your heart. And we ask now that you anchor in through your earth star chakra below the soles of your feet all this energy. We send the energy to whoever is ill, whoever feels lost right now, feels sad or alone, knowing that the healing, the energy that we carry can support everyone around the globe that is open to receive. Breathe in and out, allowing your heart to feel more calm. Slowly coming back to this physical body, bowing to yourself as you have taken the time today to connect to these frequencies and let go of what didn't serve you anymore. I ask you to take a few deep breaths. So we're going to breathe in for 5, hold for 4, and exhale for 8. Breathe in, hold, exhale. Last time, breathe in, hold, exhale. Beautiful. You can now wiggle your toes, your fingers, open your eyes, maybe take some movements with your shoulders. Oh, I love to do that with all of you. Even if I'm alone recording this, I know that all of you that will be watching this video and listening to this meditation are connected to my heart already. You were there during the whole time. Share this video with whoever you think that could be supporting. I wish you to trust the highest plan, even if it's hard sometimes, to find someone in who you can share your vulnerabilities. That's something I had to learn because I kept a lot of the things that were hard for me for the longest time. And I'm lucky to have someone to be able to share whatever is I'm going through. So I'm wishing you to be able to find that person. And if you don't have someone yet, because it took me many years before I found her, right, let your inner child speak her worries, her sadness, the things that make her feel small so that you can let go of that, burn the papers. And if you need any help with inner child healing, with healing your womb space, claiming your feminine powers, you can connect with me. And I also do an astrology readings now, so you can connect with me to look at your chart, look at your transit coming up. And I will add a lot more into astrology in the coming months, so stay tuned for that. We're going to have a lot of shifts energetically in 2026. There's going to have fire energy a lot because a lot of planets are moving into Aries. It's a different vibe than Pisces. As a Pisces sun, I can definitely tell you that. So imagine yourself what you're going to create with this energy. And even when things are hard, go back to this recording, go back to what I'm sharing and the frequencies because they're always there to support you. They're timeless. And what I want the most for all of you is finding peace within your heart today. I love you so much, sending you so much love. Talk to you very soon. Bye. All my information are below.